Okay, board buddies, we back again. We got another episode. We're gonna be talking about and discussing grooming, the importance of grooming, why it needs to be done, why it's essential, and how do we groom. So I got my boy here, Prime. You know, he's picking up some weight. New dog that we brought in, right? And the first thing that we want to do is find out, get good information about the dog. This gives us a chance to really examine him from head to toe. So in our examination, we noticed that he was a little thin, that he needed to gain some weight. He was carrying a lot of weight in his stomach, as you can see. That's something that happens with dogs. It could be because he may have had worms, some type of internal parasite or whatever. And because of that, we decided to worm the dog out first. After that, you know, like I said, we're gonna groom the dog. So that gives us a chance to wash him, check out his ears, examine his eyes, look down here at the back of his, we noticed, all of his coats, everywhere that he lays down, all of his pressure points. We noticed it. We looked at his legs, we looked at his feet, and in the beginning, I don't know if y'all remember, but he was a little bit rough back here. He was a little rough back here. So we've been treating that rough, dry hair back there. Looked like he might have went inside and in and out of a doghouse. But we've been treating that with bag balm, which is a moisturizer that you put on the cow udders. We like to see some more volume and luminosity in his coat. We want it to look luxurious, plush. So we've been giving them some of that Happy Jacks, mane, tail, and groom. That's something that they use on cows. Also, that's going to moisturize the coat as well as eliminate fleas, ticks, and stuff like that. So it's going to provide a barrier protection for some fleas and ticks. But the main thing is to examine the dog and get a feel for everything that he has going on, any pre-existing issues that we need to be mindful of, and how to proceed and progress with him going forward. So we know what we need to take care of, what we need to address. If there's some things that need to be immediately addressed, we can take care of it immediately. If there's some things that we want to monitor and watch and be mindful of, it gives us a chance to do that also. So I'll give you an example of what I mean about being mindful. So if you look at the dog, you look at his rear, look back here at his on his pads. Now, this is something that you want to be aware of, because remember, these dogs can catch an infection here at the back in their pads. If they catch an infection back there and then he starts to get a fever, that's going to render the dog's sperm useless. So all it takes is a little minor infection. Once that progresses and then he comes to where he gets a fever, what happens is the body temperature raises. That cooks up the semen in this, and that kills off the semen in this sac, in his scrotum sacs. So that's something that we don't want, especially with a stud dog. An older dog, he may have some pre-existing stuff. A lot of this stuff that you see here is just really from bedding, not having the proper bedding, and some tough surfaces that he kind of like. So, he likes to lay on hard stuff. So the other thing that we got for him is some beds. But this gives us a chance to really identify anything that may be swollen, maybe cut, maybe hurting, and then it gives us a chance to address it. Some of this stuff needs to be aspirated, where you poke it, drip, let it all drip. We might want to spray it with peroxide. We might want to give it Neosporin. Basically, what we have right here, this dry skin needs to be moisturized. So we've been putting the bag balm on there, which is for cow udders. We also put a little bit of that on the tip of his toenails right here, where he drags his feet across the ground. And other than that, I feel like the dog is progressing nicely. So I'm going, it's not like, right now, basically what happened is he just getting tons of love and attention and affection and lots of day-to-day care. So it's real simple what we have going on, but it's just about consistency. One of the main things that you're going to be experiencing with dogs is you want to do these things on a regular basis. So the first time, we noticed a few things, and then we're going to monitor the progress. Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? So I feel like that was a good tip You know, people think that, oh yeah, I want my dog to smell good. That ain't why I groom my dog. It ain't about smelling good, and it's really about examining the dog, letting the dog get familiar with me, putting water on him, and doing anything that I really want to do to the dog that he don't have an option. He's not allowed to protest. So that's basically what's going on here. When you want to just get the dog familiar with being handled, especially. All right, boy buddies, that's it for now. I'll catch up with y'all soon. Stay tuned. Peace.